In the shadowy heart of ancient Giza, where the Nile's murky waters lapped against sun-baked shores like whispers of forgotten sins, Pharaoh Khufu gazed upon the horizon with eyes hollowed by ambition's fever, his soul a tempest torn between divine kingship and the dread of mortality that clawed at his immortal dreams. Born in the 26th century BCE to a lineage of god-kings, Khufu had inherited a throne stained with the blood of conquests, his psyche fractured by the weight of eternity. He yearned to defy death's embrace, yet dreaded the toll in human suffering. His inescapable fate lay bound to a legacy shrouded in mystery and curse. As the pyramid's foundation stones settled into the desert's embrace, Khufu summoned Hemunu, his architect and vizier, a brilliant mind veiled in secrecy. He had heard rumors of forbidden knowledge gleaned from stargazing priests, innovations that could reshape the very fabric of reality, bending the laws of nature to his divine will. But within Hemunu's brilliance flickered an inner turmoil, a devotion to his lord clashing with the ethical torment of wielding powers best left undisturbed. Hemunu revealed the arcane secret, anti-gravity rites drawn from Thoth's hidden scrolls, invoking sonic harmonies to lift colossal blocks as if they were feathers borne on ethereal winds. Yet the price was steep, a pact with cosmic forces that threatened to consume all who dared to dream of defying gravity as pull. Khufu, however, was undeterred. To him, the potential for godlike power outweighed any peril. One sweltering dawn, as workers chanted in rhythmic unison under a sky bruised with impending storm, the first limestone behemoth rose weightless, its shadow elongating like a accusatory finger across the laborers' bowed backs. The sight was both majestic and terrifying, as though the heavens themselves had been rent asunder, imprinted in stone, and time was the image of these men frozen in awe, their faces twisted in mingled wonder and fear. Khufu felt a chill despite the heat, his conflict deepening. Was this godly power or hubris inviting Osiris's wrath? Amongst the workers stood Nefertari, a young priestess whose role it was to guard the rituals with her life. Her heart was divided between sacred duty and the forbidden love she bore for Hemunu, a secret as perilous as it was tender. As days bled into weeks and months, the pyramid ascended layer by layer, growing ever closer to the heavens. Yet a shadow hung over the construction site, a premonition of disaster. Then it happened. Amidst the symphony of controlled chaos, a mishap occurred. A dissonant note shattered the harmony, a block plummeting from its ethereal ascent to crush dozens below. Bodies mangled amid a sudden dust cloud, rising like vengeful spirits. It was a haunting tableau of limbs entangled in rubble, their cries muffled by the desert's indifferent roar. Khufu's guilt festered, visions plaguing his sleep, pyramids crumbling under gravity's reclaim, his car wandering eternally unrested. Amidst the tragedy, Hemunu shouldered the blame, retreating into his chambers, scrolls scattered like fallen leaves in autumn gloom. His tragic essence in each calculation, progress versus peril. There, amidst the cryptic symbols and harmonious equations, he grappled with the consequences of their forbidden pact. Could they undo the damage wrought, or were they forever trapped in a maelstrom of their own creation? Nefertari sought solace in the moonlight, her tears glistening like dew on lotus petals. Their love doomed from the start, yet their bond deepened under the weight of shared turmoil. They found strength in each other's arms, a stolen kiss, a whispered vow. Their love story, a tragic ballad played out beneath the watchful eye of eternity. Yet the discord sown by rivals in the court took root. Whispers turned to accusations, casting Hemunu and the priestess as sorcerers, threatening to disrupt the pharaoh's grand design. In the labyrinthine halls of the palace, one advisor met his end, his cup overturned amid flickering lamps, leaving behind an eternal riddle, a testament to the brewing distrust that seeped through the royal court. Suspicion became a venomous serpent coiling around Khufu's heart, squeezing the warmth from his veins, leaving him hollowed and fearful. As the capstone neared, Khufu called for a grand ceremony. The anti-gravity rites were to be amplified by mass chants, stones soaring in synchronized grace towards the zenith. But nature, it seemed, detested being trifled with. A storm brewed, lightning fracturing the sky with divine fissures, mirroring the cracks spreading in Khufu's kingdom. Nefertari's voice faltered, her conflict peaking. Could she risk unraveling the spell for love's fleeting embrace, or would duty bind her to the consequences? With a heavy heart and trembling hands, she chose her path, sealing her fate to the eternal rhythm of the cosmos. But the moment her gaze drifted, a worker misstepped. A ripple of panic spread like wildfire, the carefully orchestrated levitation sequence threatening to collapse into chaos. Workers scrambled, their desperate cries swallowed by the tempest's roar. It was a scene of organized pandemonium frozen in time, a monument to hubris on the brink of annihilation. Hemunu, ever quick-witted, intervened, harmonizing the tones just as the catastrophe threatened to engulf them all. But the toll was great. His body vibrated with sonic force, veins pulsing like rivers in flood, leaving him drained and weakened. Fate's noose tightening around his neck. With the final stone in place, Khufu surveyed his monumental achievement, a pyramid that pierced the heavens. Yet the pharaoh's soul darkened. The grandeur of his legacy now seemed a tomb, imprisoning restless spirits within its colossal depths. Khufu, once ambitious and resolute, retreated into the shadowed halls of his palace, mirrors reflecting a hollowed ruler grappling with the weight of his choices. The pyramid stood defiant against the horizon, a silent sentinel guarding secrets best left undisturbed. Within its eternal embrace, the stories of those consumed by its construction echoed through the ages, a haunting chorus of ambition, love, loss, and the relentless march of time. The anti-gravity secret, born from forbidden lore, found its resting place with Khufu, whispering through winds like ghosts in eternal wonder. Years turned to decades and centuries rolled by, yet the enigma of the Great Pyramid endured, a testament to the boundless curiosity and audacious spirit of humankind. For in the shadowed heart of the Old Kingdom, where the Nile's timeless waters flowed, the legend of Khufu and his celestial marvel continued to captivate and inspire. Or was Khufu successful in defying death's embrace, or did the pyramid become his eternal prison? Did Hemunu find peace after his sacrifice, or was he condemned to wander the halls of the afterlife? And what became of Nefertari, the priestess who dared to love a mortal? The answers lie buried beneath the sands of time, waiting to be unearthed by those who dare to dream of the impossible and seek the truth behind the enigmatic smile of the Sphinx. But for now, as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of gold and crimson, we are left to ponder the mysteries that linger still in the shadow of the Great Pyramid of Giza. If you enjoyed this tale of ancient Egypt's mysteries, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you're captivated by ancient civilizations and crave more tales of their enigmatic ways, consider subscribing for more captivating historical journeys. Together, let's explore the annals of time and uncover the secrets that lie within. In the dim vaults of 19th-century Cairo museums, where dust motes danced like lost souls in slanted light, piercing stained glass, heavy with colonial regret, explorer Howard Carter pored over unearthed papyri, his eyes burning with obsessive zeal. He was a British archaeologist born in 1874. His passion for Egypt's enigmas masked inner voids from a sickly youth, fated to fame's fleeting glow and death's early grasp in 1939 amid cursed whispers. Carter's discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 ignited pyramid fever, but deeper quests led him to Khufu's relics, his soul divided. Scientific rigor versus mythic allure of anti-gravity lore hinted in hieroglyphs. In 1923, tragedy struck as his patrons abandoned him in skepticism's chill. Partnering with Lord Carnarvon, a financier tormented by health's frailty and thrill-seeking escape, doomed to the curse bite in 1923, they deciphered scrolls depicting sonic levitation, vibrations nullifying gravity's pull. One feverish night in the Valley of Kings, as jackals howled like banshees under a blood moon, Carter activated an ancient artifact, a resonant crystal, unearthed from sands. Its hum lifted a small obelisk, imprinting a vision of the stone hovering in torchlight, shadows writhing on tomb walls like tormented spirits. Carnarvon, witnessing, clutched his chest, conflict raging, wealth's pursuit clashing with supernatural dread, his fate sealed in mosquitoes, sting turning septic. Carter's assistant, Evelyn Beauchamp, embodied youthful curiosity veiled in grief from lost kin, her heart torn between admiration for her mentor and fear of the occult, fated to obscurity after scandal. She translated warnings of the technology's perilova, use fracturing Earth's balance, yet Carter pressed on. Excavations unearthing acoustic chambers beneath Giza, walls etched with figures defying weight, a gloomy tableau of priests in ecstatic pose, stones ascending amid sonic waves. A collapse scarred the dig, beams groaning like dying beasts, workers buried alive, their muffled screams echoing eternally, leaving Carter haunted by guilt's spectre. In 1930s Germany, Nazi occultist Heinrich Himmler sought the tech, his twisted ideology clashing with inner voids of inadequacy. Doomed to suicide's grasp in 1945, raiding Egyptian sites, his agents clashed with Carter's allies, a midnight skirmish in Pyramid shadow, gunfire flashing like hellfire, bodies crumpling amid ancient stones, imprinting betrayal's crimson stain. Evelyn, captured briefly, escaped with fragments, her flight through dunes a portrait of desperation, sands whipping like vengeful wraiths. Post-war, American engineer Joseph Davidovitz proposed geopalama, theory blocks cast like concrete, yet anti-gravity whispers persisted, his rationalism conflicting with wonder, fated to debate's endless cycle. In 1970s labs, acoustic experiments lifted pebbles, scientists like David Dicchino grappling with ethics, power's boon versus weaponization, tragic in funding's denial. A 2024 study on JOSA's hydraulic lifts echoed sonic aids, researchers in Paris poring over scans, their discoveries shadowed by doubt, a scene of screens glowing in sterile gloom, faces pale with revelation's burden. Carter's legacy lingered, his deathbed mutterings of wonderful things veiled in curses, gloom, anti-gravity, a forbidden fruit tempting humanity's fall. The year is 1917. The place Cairo's dimly lit museum, shrouded in layers of dust and neglect, amidst the maze of weathered statues and cryptic hieroglyphs. A young British archaeologist named Howard Carter pores over newly unearthed papyri, his eyes burning with an almost feverish intensity, traced the faded ink, seeking answers to riddles that have captivated him since childhood. His quest to unveil the secrets of ancient Egypt, a journey that has brought him both acclaim and personal torment. For Carter, the allure of the pyramids goes beyond their monumental grandeur. He believes they hold the key to a forgotten past, an era when humanity supposedly achieved extraordinary feats, including harnessing anti-gravity. His obsession deepens when he discovers enigmatic symbols and texts, hinting at acoustic levitation, a system of vibrations that could manipulate gravity itself. Fueled by this cryptic evidence, Carter embarks on a relentless pursuit of these long-lost technologies. His determination knows no bounds as he navigates the treacherous corridors of the Valley of the Kings, determined to awaken the echoes of the past. But as he delves deeper into the mysteries of ancient Egypt, he uncovers more than just historical artifacts. The closer he gets to the truth, the more danger seems to lurk around every corner. His every move is watched, not only by the pharaohs who slumber in their eternal resting places, but also by unseen forces that will stop at nothing to keep the secrets of anti-gravity buried forever. As Carter's search intensifies, he finds himself in a race against time and malevolent powers. The stakes couldn't be higher. With each passing moment, he inches closer to unveiling the most significant discovery in human history, one that could redefine our understanding of the past and reshape our future. Yet the path to enlightenment is fraught with peril. Ancient curses, hidden traps, and those who would do anything to possess such knowledge for their own nefarious purposes lie in wait. Will Carter succeed in his perilous quest, or will the secrets of ancient Egypt remain lost to the sands of time? The narrative is set against the backdrop of 1920s Egypt, a time when the country was in a state of flux, caught between its ancient traditions and the allure of modernity. It's here amidst the bustling bazaars and windswept deserts that Carter makes his home. Poring over artifacts and deciphering cryptic texts, his fascination with acoustics and levitation is viewed with skepticism by many of his peers. However, undeterred by their doubts, he presses on, convinced that there's more to these enigmatic symbols than meets the eye. His partner, Lord Carnarvon, while initially supportive, grows increasingly uneasy about the implications of their findings. As the weight of their discoveries settles upon them, the question arises: can reason and science truly comprehend the mysteries of the universe, or are some doors best left unopened? Will they unravel the secrets of acoustic levitation, or will they become entangled in the very forces they seek to understand? Amidst the intrigue and suspense, the story delves into the complexities of human ambition, the fine line between scientific inquiry and hubris. Carter's obsession with uncovering the secrets of acoustic levitation threatens to consume him, blurring the lines between reality and obsession. His determination becomes a driving force, eclipsing everything else in his life. But what happens when the pursuit of knowledge jeopardizes not only his own sanity, but also the lives of those around him? The narrative takes a darker turn as the boundaries between the physical and metaphysical begin to blur. The discovery of Carter's research threatens to disrupt the delicate balance of the world as they know it. As he ventures deeper into the realm of the unknown, he unwittingly awakens dormant forces that have lain hidden for centuries. Now he must confront the consequences of his actions and the terrifying truth that some secrets are best left undisturbed. Yet amidst the darkness, glimmers of hope emerge. The steadfast presence of Carter's assistant, Evelyn Beauchamp, provides a beacon of light in the encroaching gloom. Her unwavering belief in Carter's brilliance and inherent goodness serves as a constant reminder of the humanity that binds them together. Through her loyalty and support, Carter finds the strength to navigate the treacherous path that lies ahead. Their journey becomes a profound exploration of the human spirit, a testament to the enduring power of hope in the face of overwhelming odds. As the story reaches its climax, the stakes escalate dramatically. Carter and his companions find themselves trapped in a desperate struggle against the very forces they've unleashed. The relentless pursuit of knowledge has led them to the brink of annihilation, and only their wits and courage stand between them and total destruction. In this heart-pounding conclusion, alliances are tested, sacrifices are made, and the true measure of their bravery is revealed. The narrative culminates in a showdown that will determine the fate of not only Carter's legacy, but the very fabric of reality. Their fight for survival becomes a battle for the soul of humanity, a desperate attempt to restore balance to a world teetering on the edge of chaos. The ending of the story is both haunting and thought-provoking, leaving readers to ponder the true cost of unchecked ambition. It serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that the pursuit of knowledge should be tempered with wisdom and humility. Even in the darkest moments, the indomitable spirit of adventure, camaraderie, and the unquenchable thirst for knowledge endure. In the end, it's these timeless qualities that define Carter's legacy, ensuring that his name will forever be etched in the annals of history. The story is a gripping exploration of the depths of human ambition, the seductive allure of the unknown, and the perilous consequences of tampering with forces beyond our comprehension. Through Carter's journey, we confront the age-old question: what are the limits of human curiosity, and what are the thresholds we dare not cross? The answer, a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest discoveries are best left buried in the sands of time. The year is 2025. The location, the Giza Plateau, where the scorching sun beats down mercilessly. In the heart of this unforgiving desert, amidst tense housing researchers from all over the world, an eerie silence has fallen. Layla Hassan, a brilliant but tormented archaeologist, sits alone in the fading light, wrestling with the implications of a discovery that has shattered the very foundations of human understanding. A renowned scholar born in Egypt, Layla has dedicated her life to unraveling the mysteries of the past. But at her latest find that has thrust her into the center of a maelstrom of controversy and danger. As the last rays of sunlight paint the desert sky in hues of orange and purple, Layla finds herself torn between the pride of unearthing her country's ancient secrets and the fear of unleashing forces that should remain buried in the sands of time. Her groundbreaking research into the acoustics of the Great Pyramid reveals that Khufu's tomb was designed to levitate, defying the very laws of gravity. But as she prepares to share her findings with the world, Layla realizes that she may have awakened something best left undisturbed. Marco Ruiz, an Italian physicist, joins the expedition with a healthy dose of skepticism. He's heard the theories about the pyramids and anti-gravity, but he believes none of it until he experiences it for himself. But as the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, Marco finds his rational mind struggling to comprehend what he's witnessing. He must confront the possibility that the ancient Egyptians possessed knowledge and abilities that far surpass our own. As Layla and Marco delve deeper into their investigation, they uncover evidence that suggests the pyramids were not just tombs, but highly advanced structures capable of harnessing forces beyond our current understanding. The stakes are raised when corporate interests learn of their discovery and seek to exploit it for their own nefarious purposes. Layla and Marco find themselves caught in a web of deceit, betrayal and danger as they race against time to prevent the secrets of the pyramids from being used for evil. But the true test of their courage and determination comes when they must face the consequences of awakening a power that should remain dormant. In the isolated glow of the Giza research tents, where the desert wind howls through the canvas like the lament of unrested pharaohs, archaeologist Layla Hassan kneels before holographic scans of the Great Pyramid. Her hands tremble slightly, not from the relentless heat of the Egyptian sun, but from the specter of her discovery, the echoes of which reverberate through her very being. Each scan, each spectral reading is a nail hammered into the coffin of convention, driving home the reality that defies centuries of archaeological thought. The air in the tent is thick with tension, mirroring the turmoil within her as she grapples with the weight of her findings. Layla, an Egyptian-born scholar in her 40s, her spirit as vast and enduring as the pyramids themselves. Her taut features and intense gaze betraying the battles fought and won within the hallowed halls of academia. Her pioneering work was once heralded, but now her thirst for knowledge has led her to the precipice of solitude, branded a heretic for daring to question long-held beliefs. For decades, she's combed through ancient texts and artifacts, piecing together the fragments of a forgotten past. But it is here in the heart of the desert, amidst the enigmatic silence of these colossal monuments, that she's found her greatest triumph and her most profound sorrow. As the twilight deepens outside, Layla finds herself at a crossroads, the path ahead fraught with peril. She must choose between sharing her revolutionary findings and risking the ire of the establishment and exposing herself to ridicule, professional ruin, and even physical danger, or keeping silent and allowing the truth to remain buried in the sands of time. With trembling fingers, she scrolls through the data, each number and graph a testament to her brilliance, each line a harbinger of the storm that's brewing on the horizon. Layla's quest for answers began years ago, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desperate need to make sense of the past. Her life's work has been overshadowed by those who fear change, those who cling to tradition and resist the allure of the unknown. She had always known that her pursuit of truth would come at a cost, but she never anticipated the depth of the sacrifices she would be called upon to make. As the shadows lengthen, Layla's resolve hardens. She will not be deterred. She will not be silenced. Unbeknownst to Layla, her every move is being watched, analyzed, and discussed by Marco Ruiz, an Italian physicist brought in to debunk her theories. Marco is a man out of time, a scientist whose rational mind struggles to comprehend the mystical aura that permeates these ancient ruins. He's here to prove Layla wrong, to expose her theories as nothing more than a desperate grasp at relevance. But as the days turn into weeks, Marco finds himself questioning everything he once believed. His mind, a battleground between the cold logic of science and the siren call of the unknown, is torn between the comforting embrace of formulas and equations and the unsettling whispers of a reality that defies explanation. In the stark fluorescent light of the lab, amidst the hum of computers and the whir of machinery, Marco pores over data, seeking to find flaws in Layla's work. But the more he examines, the more he becomes convinced that there is something here, something that defies the boundaries of his understanding. The desert wind whips around them, carrying with it the secrets of centuries past. Layla and Marco stand at the edge of the pyramid, the colossal structure looming before them like a silent sentinel guarding the mysteries of a bygone era. The oppressive heat and suffocating silence amplify the weight of their discoveries, reminding them of the insignificance of their own lives in the face of such grandeur. As the full scope of their findings dawns on them, they realize they've stumbled upon something that could change the course of human history. Khufu's tomb wasn't just a burial ground, but a marvel of engineering and a gateway to the unknown. The pyramids were not just tombs, but highly advanced structures capable of harnessing forces that we can barely comprehend. But with this realization comes a heavy burden, the responsibility of safeguarding knowledge that could be misused and abused. They've unlocked the secrets of anti-gravity, the ability to manipulate gravity to defy the very laws of physics. The implications are staggering, offering the potential for unlimited energy and travel beyond our wildest dreams. Yet they also know that such power comes at a terrible price, a price that could shake the very foundations of society and threaten the balance of the world as they know it. With the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, Layla and Marco must confront the ethical dilemmas and personal sacrifices that come with wielding such extraordinary knowledge. They find themselves caught in a web of intrigue and danger as they try to understand and control this incredible discovery, forced to make difficult choices that will have far-reaching consequences. Back at the camp, whispers circulate like desert sand, swirling and eddying through the tents, carrying tales of Layla and Marco's discoveries to eager ears. Some dismiss it as folly, the ravings of overzealous scholars seeking fame. Others see it as confirmation, evidence of a grand design that's been hidden from mankind for millennia. The excitement builds, feeding a growing frenzy as people from all walks of life converge on the site, drawn by the promise of witnessing something truly extraordinary. A small group of diehards, however, sees danger. In the whispers, they sense the potential for chaos and destruction that this new knowledge brings. They fear that humanity is not ready for such power and that the revelation of the pyramid's secrets could spell disaster. Among them is Elena Voss, a young woman haunted by her family's dark past, whose presence at the site is a secret she desperately tries to keep hidden. As the crowds grow, so does the sense of unease, creating an atmosphere of mounting tension and uncertainty. The true nature of their discovery is still unknown, and Layla and Marco find themselves racing against time and external forces to fully comprehend what they've unearthed. Inside the labyrinthine chambers beneath the pyramids, Layla and Marco stand in awe as they witness the effects of Khufu's anti-gravity technology firsthand. The chamber resonates with energy, and as they activate the mechanism, the stones begin to rise, suspended in mid-air, as if defying the very laws of gravity. The sight before them is both mesmerizing and terrifying, a testament to the ingenuity of a civilization long gone, and the awesome power that lies dormant within these ancient structures. But their elation is short-lived, as the chamber reacts violently to their touch, unleashing tremors that threaten to collapse the tunnels and bury them alive in the suffocating darkness. Just when they think they've escaped with their lives, the tremors trigger a cascade of falling stones, forcing them to flee for their lives. They emerge from the rubble, shaken and bruised, realizing the true cost of their curiosity and the fragility of their own existence in the face of such ancient power. The discovery of the pyramid's true purpose sends shockwaves across the globe, challenging everything we once believed about human history and the limits of scientific understanding. But with this revelation comes a dangerous new reality as governments, corporations, and individuals with nefarious motives seek to exploit this newfound knowledge for their own gain. Layla and Marco find themselves at the forefront of this struggle, forced to protect the secrets of the pyramids from those who would use them for evil. The stakes are raised when one of their colleagues, Alina Voss, a brilliant young scientist with a troubled past, makes a shocking discovery of her own. She unveils a hidden chamber containing ancient texts that reveal the true extent of the pyramids' power and the potential consequences of using it for evil. Alina, haunted by her family's involvement in the Nazis and driven by a desperate need for redemption, becomes a pivotal player in the game. But as the lines between good and evil become blurred, Layla and Marco must confront the darkness within themselves and the lengths they were willing to go to protect the secrets of the past. In the aftermath of the cave-in, the Giza Plateau wears a shroud of despair and disillusionment. Workers huddle together, fear etched on their faces as they recount tales of the unstable chambers and the mysterious tremors that shake the very foundations of the site. Layla, her spirit unbroken, rallies the team to continue the search, driven by a relentless determination to uncover the truth. But as they dig deeper, they encounter strange occurrences that defy explanation, shaking their faith in their own sanity and raising questions about the nature of their mission. The relentless Egyptian sun beats down on the desert, turning the sand into a shimmering mirage that blurs the lines between reality and hallucination. The oppressive heat mirrors the growing tension among the researchers as they struggle to piece together the fragmented history of the pyramids. The discovery of the resonant crystals deep within the earth adds another layer of complexity to their investigation, leading them to believe that the pyramids were once part of a vast network of energy that harnessed the very essence of the earth itself. But as they attempt to activate these ancient relics, they unwittingly trigger microquakes, causing the sands to shift and the ground to tremble beneath their feet. The team is forced to flee in a panic, leaving behind their equipment and their hopes of understanding this enigmatic civilization. As the dust settles, the tents lie abandoned, scattered, and torn, victims of the relentless winds that whip across the desert. The plateau, once a beacon of hope and discovery, is now shrouded in mystery and despair. The climax arrives with the chilling image of Layla's final dig collapsing in a tremor, pinning her beneath the relics and ancient wisdom she sought to understand. The discovery of her lifeless body, eyes fixed on the glowing crystal, is a haunting reminder of the human cost of their obsession. The story concludes with a powerful metaphor comparing the pyramids to warnings amidst a backdrop of rising seas and ominous prophecies. This paints a stark picture of humanity's relationship with the natural world and the consequences of unchecked ambition. The ending leaves readers pondering the true meaning of the story and the delicate balance between progress and preservation. The story's themes resonate deeply, exploring the complexities of scientific discovery, the ethical dilemmas of exploiting ancient knowledge, and the importance of respecting the mysteries of the past.